Mr. President, as the G20 president, you have championed an idea that's very close to the United Arab Emirates. This idea that the energy transition is really seen as an engine for opportunity, for hope, for economic development, and not really a burden imposed on developing countries. Could you perhaps elaborate the relationship between economic development and climate action?
Yes, no, it's wonderful to sit here with you, to share some thoughts on this vexed question. Is it climate action or economic growth? Now, quite often people see this as a trade-off, that you have to protect the planet or have economic growth. Now, I see this as not being mutually exclusive. The two have to be seen as mutually reinforcing, because you can have climate action and at the same time have economic growth. And in fact, countries that have embarked on climate action strategies have found that those interventions do finally yield economic growth. So therefore, one needs to see climate action as a driver and an enabler for economic growth. The more we embrace clean energy, the more new technologies come about, new opportunities open up, and we find that there are new subsectors of the economy that are established, and where we might close certain subsectors, new ones open. And so therefore, it's not a binary question. It's a mutually inclusive and reinforcing approach. And this is what the world needs to embrace now. And in fact, I find that more and more countries that do so do experience higher levels of growth. There are many countries that are driving their economies now through taking climate action, recalibrating their energy portfolio, and making sure that they look after the planet. And so the two go hand in hand. We do not need to focus on one. If we focus on one only, on economic growth to the detriment of taking climate action, you'll find that in the long term, you have economic stagnation or reversal. And if you focus on the other one only, you'll find that your economy may seem to grow, but it will not grow well in the end. So a dual approach, focusing on both, can actually drive the economy forward. That's precisely what we have decided to do in South Africa.